"Why is my childhood photo hanging in your house?" The whisper slipped from Jasmine's lips before she even realized she'd said it. Her hand shook, almost dropping the crystal tray she was carrying. There, in a gold frame on the private wall of the Blackwell mansion, was her face at age 4, the same messy curls, the same pink dress she barely remembered, the same shy smile she thought the world had forgotten. But why was her photo here? In the home of one of Chicago's richest men. Jasmine had worked countless events as a waitress, but nothing had ever shaken her like this. She had grown up in foster homes, told that her parents died when she was a baby. Social workers fed her vague stories about a fire that destroyed all her records. But seeing her childhood photo displayed in the mansion of a millionaire, that was no coincidence. "What are you doing here?" The security guard's voice snapped her back. "Staff aren't allowed in this section. Sorry." Took a wrong turn, Jasmine lied, memorizing every detail before walking away. Back in the main hall, her eyes locked onto him. Richard Blackwell, philanthropist, billionaire, and tonight's guest of honor. He was smiling on stage, talking about helping abandoned children, and the crowd applauded like he was a saint. The irony made her sick. The man preaching about saving kids had her childhood photo hidden in his private hall like a secret he hoped no one would ever find. And there it was, the look in his eyes she hadn't noticed before, a flicker of guilt, a shadow of something darker when he spoke about a personal tragedy and a daughter lost too soon. Lost or discarded. That night, Jasmine couldn't sleep. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw that picture. She needed answers, so she went to Marcus, the old bartender who knew everybody's secrets. When Jasmine whispered Blackwell's name, Marcus froze. "Girl, don't mess with that man. There were rumors. His wife died in a car accident when their little girl was 4. Insurance paid him millions. Then the daughter vanished. No body, no trace, 4 years old, just like the girl in the photo." Jasmine felt the truth rising like ice in her throat. She started digging, fake profiles, old newspapers, archived interviews. She learned that Blackwell, married 3 times after his first wife's death, all temporary, all controlled, and every article about Helena Blackwell, her mother, mentioned her work as a children's rights activist and how she died soon after uncovering corruption in adoption agencies. How convenient. Jasmine took everything to Margaret, a retired private investigator who saw right through her trembling voice. "You're not just looking for your father," she said. "You're hunting a predator." Days later, Margaret returned with files that shattered Jasmine's world, documents forged by Richard declaring both Jasmine and her mother dead. A fake death certificate, life insurance claims, medical papers showing Helena was poisoned after arriving at the hospital. The car crash didn't kill her. He didn't just abandon Jasmine, he erased her, and he got rich doing it. Jasmine's hands shook as she held the evidence. "He built his whole life on us. Then make him answer for it," Margaret said, and Jasmine did. At the next Blackwell Foundation charity gala, the same one celebrating orphans, Jasmine stepped on stage while Richard delivered his well-rehearsed speech about losing a daughter. "Mr. Blackwell," Jasmine said into the microphone, "would you like to tell us how she really died?" The room froze. Richard's eyes widened when he finally recognized her face. Jasmine didn't stop. She held up the forged death certificates, the insurance receipts, the autopsy report. Then the photo appeared on the giant screen behind them, the same one he kept hidden in his private hall. Except now everyone could see the handwriting on the back. "To the best dad in the world. Love, Jasmine." Gasps erupted. Reporters grabbed their cameras. Richard lunged for the microphone, but Jasmine stepped back. "You didn't lose a daughter," she said. "You tried to bury her, but here she is." Minutes later, the press received the recordings of Blackwell confessing everything to his lawyer. Sirens wailed outside. Richard's empire crumbled in front of the world he had fooled. 6 months later, Jasmine sat in the office that once belonged to him. The plaque on the door now read, "Helena Blackwell Foundation, Executive Director, Jasmine Mitchell." Every dollar the FBI recovered was being used for real orphaned children, the way her mother had always wanted. Jasmine became a national symbol of justice, a woman who rose from nothing to expose one of the biggest charity frauds in the country. Richard wrote letters from prison begging for forgiveness. Jasmine never opened them. Her revenge wasn't destroying him. Her revenge was becoming everything he pretended to be. At her mother's grave, she whispered, "We won, Mom." And as she walked away, the foundation hit another record, more children rescued in a week than Richard had helped in 20 years. For the first time in her life, Jasmine felt whole, not because she had found her father, but because she had buried the monster he truly was.